Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so glad we could join together today. It is a beautiful day. We're going to pull some cards for the collective. Some of these messages will resonate, some of them will not. I've already shuffled, so we don't have to listen to that on the mic. I like to prepare my deck before I pull just to see what it has to say. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is an incredible pull. For so many of my followers who have been resonating with some of the tougher messages that have come through. This is the pull that says you have done a really good job. You're doing the work. You're doing such a good job. We have our abundance in Three of Cups. It is such a relief to feel that celebratory moment when everything finally works out. Now, for some of you, we're talking like these are just little wins, but they feel like they have been such a long time coming. They are monumentous to you, and maybe nobody else is going to get that, but I do. I get it. Those little wins mean so much, and sometimes those little wins are more important because they let you know that you're back on track. You're able to take a deep breath, rest for a moment, recollect yourself, but more importantly, you're getting an opportunity to sit with the people that you love and just be present with them because you don't have to worry about anything else. It's all coming together for you, and you can finally just go, okay, okay, it's okay. It's okay. Everything is going to be great. The things that you need to come forward, I'm getting that like that resolution that you need, that big paycheck that you need, that job opportunity that you need. For some of you, and it's agreement to pay some debt that's like way easier for you to deal with. That means that you don't have to stress and worry about losing whatever significant thing you were worried about because it's been so long coming. You haven't been able to do what you needed to do, but they're working with you. And that little win, when we get to the end of this road, all these little wins, that's what you're going to think about. You're not going to think about the big one. You're going to think about these little ones, these moments where you can just sit back and look at the people that you love and just be so grateful that you're here and that you stuck it out and that you got through it and everything's going to be fine. Our universe card. It is all coming together in pieces. It's slowly. It doesn't happen overnight. There's a fine balance between the ebb and pull of our desires and our manifestations, our wins, and the tests that we're put through, the lessons that we're put through. So we'll find that just when we get a hold of one thing, we get pulled back over to here, and then we get pulled back over here. And the art in this card is that we're able to just kind of stay centered in it all and go, yep, it's okay. It's pulling over here a little bit, and that's fine. I'm going to pull back over here. Now, if you've ever been on a bicycle or any, even roller skating, any kind of object that requires a lot of balance, driving a car and you're in bad weather, if you overcompensate for what occurs, it makes it harder to restore your balance. So if you're going in this direction and you need to be going this direction and you start flailing about, you're not actually pulling yourself back to center. If you go too far in this direction and you overcorrect, you're going to go off course over here. So this card is the card that says, hey, you've been doing a really good job of like keeping it centered, keeping it balanced, maintaining control, keep your core intact. We don't need to flail about. That's not going to help. That's going to throw you more off course. So emotional outburst, allowing your emotions to just run away and you start texting furiously and making phone calls and saying all these things to people and blaming this person and angry at this person and starting an argument over here, that makes it harder to get back to center. So this card is like, hey, you've been doing a really good job not doing that. Because when this went wrong, you didn't allow that to take over you. and become the story. You were just like, it's a thing, it'll pass. Such a good job. And then we've got our star. You know you're doing a good job now. You know that you've got the hang of this. Dang, it feels good, right? You're so much more in control of your emotions and your feelings than you have been in the past. You've started to recognize that these challenges are signs that really good things are coming. This is the level up moment, and you're like, I know that now because I've been through this before, where it's like challenge after challenge after challenge, and then you get a win, and then you're like, yeah, 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 and then challenge, challenge, challenge. You're like, are you serious? And in the past, that would make you so mad, and it would throw you off course, but you know that doesn't help you anymore. So now you're like, challenge, challenge, challenge. Ah, win. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Challenge, that's fine. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Win. Yeah, there we go. Bring it on. I can handle it. I've got this. There is a sense of optimism here. Like, you know, you're on track now. You know things are going the right way, and you know they're going the right way because you have maintained a sense of balance, that you have just kind of kept it together, that you've kept things center, and you've done such a good job. You're like, no, I know my win is here. Keep the faith, stay focused on what you're doing. Go ahead and give yourself that rest. Celebrate that little win. Go ahead, because nothing's going to take you out. You've already overcome so much. You already know how to do this. And life's going to keep giving you, it's going to keep giving you stuff to learn from, and to challenge you. But now you know you can do it. And that is a sense of control and of an energy that just cannot be taken from you. You are unstoppable. This is for my witchies. We've got loneliness and power. Doesn't make sense, right? It's like, because you feel more powerful when you're surrounded in your people. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we know that we need to pull back because our energy is required in something else. The loneliness card says, I know that I'm never alone. You know that you have people around you that are so solid that they don't take your absence as a bad thing or a personal insult. They go, hmm, they must be working on something. They must need something. They'll check in on you. Hey, you all right? You good? Just making sure. Just making sure. And you're okay with that. You know that sometimes when you pull back, that's when you are reorganizing, refocusing, rehoning in on what it is that you want. You had too many distractions going on, and you were like, whoa, you're empathic and you're getting like a lot of feed right now. The last week for me was just, wow, it was chaotic. I was receiving so many messages that it was exhausting me, because even with my very honed in filter, I have a very honed in grounding method, protective shields. Even with that, it was like being bombarded with asteroids. It was just crazy. And it was tiring. It was very much taking its toll on me. And so I had to kind of pull away and didn't do a lot of talking to many people. I didn't do a lot of talking to my folks on here. I was kind of pulled reserved and taking my energy and just using it for what I needed to use it for. And the people that love me and know me and that I love in return were just like, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. They're like, okay, just making sure. I wasn't alone. And my guides were with me the whole time. My guides were like, you're okay and you're going to be fine. You just need to pull back. And everybody that loves you knows that. And they're not going anywhere. You're okay. You're just take your time. Take your time. Do what you need to do. Because that is how I maintain and control my power. It's tough being a very powerful witch, which you are. If you don't believe that you're a powerful witch, we need to change that right now. There was a video a while back where she said, I'm the most powerful witch in the universe. And there are people that had all kinds of things to say. And I just laughed. And I said, that means she's a very good witch because I'm the most powerful witch in the universe too. And so are you. Because you have to have a ridiculous sense of cockiness. It is all based on your confidence, baby. It's all there. You have to know what your power is. You have to know how much you control you have over your life. You have to know how much ability and talent and skill that you have in making things happen for you. Because if you don't believe it, the universe is feeding off of what you feel. Your guides and spirits are reading you. She's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. They aren't ready yet. They don't feel it yet. They're not going to be able to handle it. So we can't give it to them. We're going to give them a test instead. But as soon as you start saying, bring it to me, they start hitting you with it. And then you do what you need to do. You trust your instincts. I knew that in order to prepare myself for what is to come, I needed to pull back. I needed to restore my energy. And I was like, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It means that I am reading myself and I'm doing what I know that I need. I'm listening to my guides. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm listening to my body, my mind, and my heart. These are the lessons. These are the messages. Take them in. Do what you need to do. And don't apologize for it. Why would I apologize for that? Does anybody else apologize for doing what they need to do? No. If you are that confident that that's what you need to be doing, why would you question that? You don't need to question that. That is your power. And that's what makes you powerful. You're incredible. So, yeah, sometimes you need to be alone. And sometimes being alone is where you recharge. That's where you harness it in. That's where you refocus. That's where you get it done. And then when you're ready, you pop back out. And people are like, oh, that energy. Incredible. Charismatic. Something about you. I'm drawn into you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because sometimes I disappear and I do what I need to do for my energy. That's why I'm powerful. That's why I have this energy. That's why I make my life happen the way that I want it to. That's why I overcome all of those challenges. I know what I need to do. And sometimes I need to get some of that extra energy and that extra noise away from me. So it's okay when we need to do that, witches. Pull back. Do what you need to do. Because you are the most powerful. We're gonna pull all those stops today. We're gonna drive all these messages home today. First of all, I talk about this card a lot, but I don't actually mention this card because it doesn't always come up. But this is the one. This is the one that's about. This is about manifesting. So if you've been struggling with making your goals and dreams come to fruition, this is the card that I need to tell you about. A chameleon spirit is act as if. Ooh, I match. Um, I like this. It blends right in. It's like a chameleon. The chameleon doesn't need to change who it is on the inside. It just becomes what it needs to be. The chameleon is walking into the situation. Well, this is what I was always meant to be. So this is what is. This is about believing that you are already achieving your dreams, goals, and manifestations. This is about there's you cannot doubt yourself. There can be absolutely no question about what it is that you deserve and what you're accomplishing. It's not, I hope I can get through school and get my PhD. It's that PhD is waiting for me. I've already got it. I'm already earning the respect that I deserve, that those letters at the end of my name qualify me for. This isn't a question. This is what's happening. I am already there. I'm already achieving this. If you are waiting for money to come in, we need to stop waiting. We need to know that it's coming in. So that means you can't look at your bank account and go, oh, I only have $25 and be like, that $25 is all I need to get through. That's all I need. Because everything's happening. So why would I worry about that $25? I've got thousands coming in. Why would I worry about whether or not I get that job? That job is mine. The job that I'm supposed to have is already mine. It's literally just a matter of me stepping into it. This is that confidence that I was talking about in the last video. Undiluted, no apologies. If you want to be respected, you are respected. If you want to be living in abundance, you are living in abundance. A little bit like fake it till you make it, fake the funk. Because if you're not feeling it right now, the universe feels that too. So you do need to convince yourself. You need to rephrase the things that you've been saying, that internal dialogue. You need to flip the script on it. It's not that I hope this comes through for me. It's this is coming through for me. I'm already in alignment with it. It's not, I hope that I find the love of my life. It's the love of my life and I are preparing for each other. We're preparing for the kind of romance that will make people jealous. We're already in alignment for it. Of course we are. Why would I believe anything else? Why would I question or doubt that if that's what I want and desire? I can't give the universe any indication that I'm going to back down from that because that means I'm not ready. So I don't believe and I don't have faith in it. So you have to like rephrase these words. Healing the heart is the power of self-love. That is a lot of what's behind that energy. It's knowing that what you deserve. It's knowing that you love yourself. It's listening to yourself. It's trusting yourself. What you desire the most is what you are meant for. So when I was a little girl and what I wanted the most was to be a teacher and to help guide people through a better life, that was who I always was. There's never been a variation in that. I wanted it more than anything because it was already in alignment with what my life was supposed to become. So even though there were times that I doubted and there was challenges and there was ups and downs and detours along the way, eventually I got back to the point. It was like, no, this is who I am. This is what I will have. This is me. It's not a I hope I make it. It's I am making it. I am making it happen. Why? Because I deserve it. Why not? Because I wanted it more than anything. Do I want to be loved and accepted and cherished by another human being? Absolutely. Will I find that person? Absolutely. We're lining up right now. I don't need to know who they are. I don't need to know where they are. I don't need to know when that is. That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. But is it real? Does it happen for me? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, perfectly. Perfect timing. Exactly. You know what? Better than I expected. That's how good it is. We have to trust and believe and love in ourselves just as much. Our hidden knowledge. This talks about the Akashic records, but it's it deeper than that. We don't need to dig into Akashic records to understand knowing and intuition. When you were little, there was something that you wanted more than anything in this world. You dreamed about it for your whole life. These are the things that like make me feel like life would be worth living. Life is worth the difficulties, enduring them for these things. And you just always knew that that's what you wanted. So you have to live every single day as if you are in alignment with that occurring. And if you feel like you're not in alignment, what are you being called to do next to get yourself there? What feels right for you? Focusing on how you heal yourself, focusing on your own healing and loving yourself, making yourself happy first is what keeps that vibration where it needs to be to stay in alignment with what it is that you wanted and deserved from day one. You came to this life for this stuff. So it always begins with the self. It always starts with the self. And it was something that you recognized when you were very small. And now you know that this is meant for you because you cannot let it go. You've never been able to let that go. So what feels like it's going to make you feel good? And If your current situation can't be changed and you don't feel good, you're gonna lie to yourself about it. You're gonna be like, "This is a part of my lesson, and this is getting me to the next step." So I feel great about that. I feel awesome because I know that this is just a stepping stone to the next thing, because your brain is going to change chemistry and you're gonna start making choices that put you in alignment with that. You're gonna start doing things differently. You're gonna respond to things differently. You're gonna make decisions. You're gonna take steps that you never saw yourself taking because it feels right. It feels like it's gonna make you happy. And it is. Like, that's your intuition pushing you, nudging you, that's your guides going, go sign up for school. Go move to that other city. Sell all your possessions, all the things that don't matter to you, and invest in your business. That it's telling you what to do. And if it, to other people, they might be like, that's crazy. No, what feels right, what feels like you're going to accomplish your goals, make your childhood you the most happy, proudest little being that you've ever seen in your whole world, because they look at you and they go, that is exactly who I wanted to be. That's who I wanted to be. I know that little me would look at me and go, that is amazing. I don't know how I made it. I really don't know. There's a long story behind it all, right? We've all got one. But I know that that little girl would look at me and be so proud of what I've done. So proud. Just amazed at the kind of person that I've become. And I'm going to continue until I meet every single goal she had. That's my journey. And that's your journey. You're going to become everything that you were meant to be, everything that you believed in yourself, everything that that little girl looked at, that little boy looked at and said, oh, that's me. That's what I want. And couldn't let it go. That's what you're heading for. You have to believe it, and you have to trust yourself. You have to do the things that make you feel good, because those are the things that are putting you in alignment with that. Thank you so much for joining me on this healing journey. Thank you for being a part of mine. I love you, and I'm so appreciative of you being here. If you need some personal guidance, please reach out. I do so on a sliding scale, so we can work with anybody. Much love to you.